Most people think day one of a cruise is all cocktails and pool decks. They're wrong. In 2026, the first 24 hours of your cruise are a tactical mission, because one wrong move can cost you big. Lost luggage, overcrowded buffets, even a $300 roaming bill before the ship leaves port. And that's just the beginning. From the moment you enter the terminal to the moment your head hits the pillow, there are 30 essential do's and don'ts that will shape your entire week. Most passengers have no idea how many mistakes happen in those first 24 hours, but you won't be one of them. If you want smoother boarding, better food, smarter planning, and a first day that feels effortless, you're in the right place. Let's dive straight in. We start with Phase 1. This is the highest stress point of the day. You are tired from traveling. You are hauling luggage. And you are surrounded by 4,000 other excited, anxious people. Your goal here is simple: speed and efficiency. Here is how you survive the terminal. Number 1, don't arrive whenever you want. Heading into 2026, cruise lines have completely changed how they handle crowds. Years ago, you could show up whenever. Not anymore. If your boarding pass says 100 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. and you show up at 11 a.m., thinking you'll beat the crowd, you are making a huge mistake. You may end up stuck outside the terminal until your boarding window opens, standing in a long, uncomfortable outdoor line with no shade, no seating, and no real way to escape the heat, the weather, or the crowd around you. Do yourself a favor. Stick to the time on your boarding pass. It is the fastest way to get from the curb to the ship. Number 2, don't check your survival gear with the porters. You are going to hand your big suitcases to the porters curbside, and yes, please tip them $2 to $5 a bag to ensure your luggage actually makes it onto the cart. But you must keep a small carry-on or backpack. In that bag, you need your survival gear. All your daily medications, contact lenses, expensive electronics, never check laptops, and, crucially, a change of clothes or a swimsuit. It might take until 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. for your suitcase to reach your cabin. If you want to swim or change out of your travel clothes before dinner, you need those items on your back. Alternatively, if you pack light and your suitcase fits through the security scanners, you can wheel it on board yourself. That way, you skip the wait, save the cash, and avoid the risk of lost luggage. Number 3, do keep your boarding documents in your hand. You need 3 things accessible instantly: your passport or birth certificate, your boarding pass, digital or printed, and your health questionnaire code. Do not be the family digging through zippers, backpacks, and pockets at the security checkpoint while 50 people wait behind you. I recommend a dedicated folder or keeping them physically in your hand from the moment you exit your Uber until you are standing on the ship. You will need to show them at the curb, at security, at check-in, and at the gangway. And here is a pro tip for groups. Do not let one person hold the passports for multiple cabins. Agents check in one room at a time. If you are traveling with friends or family in different rooms, distribute the documents so each room holds their own paperwork. It speeds up the line for everyone. Next up, number 4, do bring your allowed wine or soda. Almost every major line, Carnival, Royal, Princess, has a loophole that allows you to bring one 750 milliliter bottle of wine or champagne per adult, and usually a 12-pack of canned sodas. This can save you hundreds of dollars. But here is the critical mistake. If you put this beverage in the suitcase you give the porter, it will likely be confiscated by security scanners or broken when they toss the bag. You must carry these beverages on board yourself in your carry-on. If it's heavy, bring a rolling carry-on, but do not check it. Number 5, do switch to airplane mode immediately. Do not wait for the ship to sail away. Cruise ship cellular networks, cellular at sea, often turn on while the ship is still docked or just pulling away. If your phone grabs that expensive satellite signal and decides to download a few emails or update an app in the background, you could come home to a $300 roaming bill. The second you step onto the gangway, put your phone in airplane mode and then turn your Wi-Fi back on to connect to the ship. That is the only safe way to operate. Congratulations, you are on board. You have that first blast of air conditioning, you hear the music, but don't relax yet. Phase 2 is what I call the business hours. While everyone else is wandering around aimlessly looking at the atrium, you have 5 critical tasks to knock out before the crowds catch up. Number 6, do connect to the ship's Wi-Fi. Even if you didn't buy an internet package, you need the connection to use the cruise line app. In 2026, the app is your lifeline. It's how you book shows, check menus, chat with family, and check your account balance. If you wait until later, you'll be struggling to connect while everyone else is trying to do the same thing. Get everyone's phone connected, logged in, and working before you even eat lunch. Number 7. Don't head straight to the buffet. This is the rookie mistake that 90% of passengers make. 3,000 people just boarded, and 2,900 of them are heading straight to the Windjammer, the Lido Marketplace, or the Garden Cafe. It is a zoo. You will be circling for a table for 20 minutes with your bags. Here is the pro move. Look for the secondary free venues that are open for lunch. On Royal Caribbean, go to Park Cafe for roast beef sandwiches or Cafe 270. On Carnival, go up to the Pasta Bar, Cucina del Capitano, or Guy's Burgers. On Princess, the International Cafe. On NCL, O'Sheehan's Pub. These places serve free food, they are air-conditioned, and they are usually empty on embarkation day. Number 8. Do the muster drill ASAP. The days of standing on deck in a life jacket for an hour are mostly gone. But here is the pro tip to make it even faster. On many lines, you can watch the safety video on your phone while you are sitting in the bus or the terminal waiting to board. Do it then. Watch the video, listen to the emergency horn sound on your phone, and then, the moment you step on board, go straight to your assembly station to check in. Get this over with first. Do not be the person whose name is called over the PA system at 4 p.m. because you forgot. The ship literally cannot leave until every single passenger is accounted for. Number 9. Do make dining reservations immediately. If you have a specialty dining package, note this. Some cruise lines let you reserve in advance, while others require you to wait until you're on board. If the app or website doesn't allow reservations, be ready to book the moment you board. And regardless of your package, prime dinner slots around 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. often disappear by the afternoon of day 1, so lock in your times as early as possible. Also, this is critical for groups. If you're traveling with friends but booked separate reservations, go directly to the dining host or the dining reservations desk as soon as you board to link your tables. Don't assume you'll be seated together just because you requested it online. You must confirm it in person. And don't waste time walking to every restaurant individually. Use one dining host or a dining reservations kiosk and have them book all your meals and link your tables in one stop. Your whole week sorted in minutes. Moving on to number 10. Don't wait in the guest services line. On day 1, the guest services line is the unhappiest place on the ship. It is an hour long with people complaining about key cards, Wi-Fi passwords, and onboard credits. Unless your key card literally doesn't open your door, do not stand here. Use the chat feature in the app, call from your cabin, or wait and wake up early on day 2 when there is no line. Do not waste your first afternoon standing in a queue. Number 11. Do check your table assignment. If you have traditional fixed-time dining, go to the main dining room around 1 p.m. to inspect your table. Look for the table number on your card and find it in the room. Why? because sometimes a couple gets put at a table for 10 with strangers. If you want a private table, ask the head waiter right now. They are usually standing at the podium taking requests. It is much, much easier to move you at 1 p.m. than it is at 6 p.m. when the restaurant is full. Number 12, do register kids for the clubs. Even if you aren't sure your kids will want to use the kids club, go to the open house and register them anyway. It takes 10 minutes. You'll fill out the allergy forms and get the wristband. If you try to drop them off tonight when the program starts, the line to register will be out the door and your kids will be cranky. Get the paperwork done now while it's quiet. Okay, the admin is done. Now the ship starts to open up. Cabins are usually ready between 1:30 p.m. and 2 p.m. This is Phase 3, settling in. This is where you transition from travel mode to vacation mode. Number 13, do check your cabin for issues. Go straight to your room and do a systems check. Does the AC work? Does the fridge actually cool? Does the toilet flush? Are the beds separated or together? If the beds are wrong, do not call housekeeping. The phone lines are jammed with thousands of people calling. Just find your cabin steward in the hallway. They are usually working on the rooms right next to you, and ask them politely. They can usually fix the bed configuration before you come back from dinner. Number 14, don't unpack immediately. You might walk in and see no luggage. Don't panic. It is normal for bags to arrive anytime between 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. Don't sit in the room waiting for them. Use this time to explore the ship. Unpacking is a before dinner or after dinner activity. Right now, the ship is open and empty. Number 15, do take a spa tour. If you like the thermal suites, the saunas, the heated tile loungers, day 1 is the only time you can walk through and see them without paying. Also, the spa almost always holds a welcome raffle at 5 p.m. You have to take the tour to get the raffle ticket. They give away $500 worth of treatments. Someone has to win. It might as well be you. Number 16, do find a secret sail away spot. Around 4 p.m. or 5 p.m., the ship will leave port. The main pool deck will be loud, crowded, and chaotic with the sail away party. If you like that energy, great. But if you want a view and a drink without being elbowed, look for the deck above the pool deck or the forward observation decks on ships like NCL or Royal. On Carnival, walk all the way to the front to the secret decks above the bridge. They are usually completely empty and offer the best view. Check the ship deck plans on your phone to find the hidden lookouts. This is a big one. Number 17. Don't use the elevators during the drill window. This is a pro tip that saves you serious frustration. Between 3:30 p.m. and 4:30 p.m., the elevators will be gridlocked. The crew uses them to move luggage, and passengers are moving to their muster stations. You will wait 20 minutes for a lift only to find it full. During this hour, take the stairs if you can, or just find a seat at a bar and wait it out. Do not try to go from deck 4 to deck 15 right now. Number 18. Do put your valuables in the safe. The moment you get into the room, empty your pockets. Passports, extra cash, car keys, wallet. Put them in the safe, set the code, and check that it actually locks. Sometimes the previous guest leaves it locked, and you need to call security to reset it. Better to find that out now than at midnight. You do not need your passport to get off in port, usually, and you definitely don't want to lose it on the ship. Double check that the previous guest didn't leave it locked. Number 19. Don't leave your balcony door open. I know you want that fresh ocean breeze, but on modern ships, the balcony door is connected to a sensor. If you leave it open, it shuts off the air conditioning for your room. And on some ships, it shuts off the AC for the entire block of cabins around you. Plus, opening the balcony door creates a massive wind tunnel that will slam your cabin's front door shut, potentially pinching fingers. Keep it closed unless you are standing there. The sun is going down, the ship is moving, and the vibe is changing. You are probably exhausted from travel, but you want to enjoy the first night. Phase 4 is about setting yourself up for a great sleep and an easy morning. Number 20. Do meet your cabin steward. They will likely knock on your door this evening to introduce themselves. Do not brush them off. Learn their name and introduce yourself. This is the time to ask for things like ice, extra towels, extra pillows, or wine glasses. Or, if you brought a treat for them like chocolates, to hand that over. A little kindness on day 1 guarantees great service all week. Number 21. Don't look like a tourist at dinner. People stress about the dress code on night 1. Don't. Cruise lines know your luggage might be late. The dress code is always relaxed on embarkation day. Shorts and a nice polo or blouse are usually fine in the main dining room on the first night. Do not skip the dining room and eat mediocre pizza just because you can't find your high heels. Go enjoy a nice meal. Number 22. Do unpack before you sleep. I know you're tired, but trust me, unpack tonight. Living out of a suitcase makes the cabin feel tiny and cluttered. Put your packing cubes in the drawers, hang your dresses, and here is the trick. Slide your empty suitcases under the bed. They fit perfectly. Now, your cabin looks like a hotel room, not a storage unit. Number 23. Don't blow your budget in the casino. The casino usually opens shortly after the ship hits international waters, about 45 minutes after sail away. The slots are tight and the tables are packed. It is very easy to get caught up in the excitement and blow 50% of your gambling budget on the first night. Pace yourself. You have 7 days. Don't ruin your week's budget before you even reach the first island. Number 24. Do check the app for tomorrow. Before you go to sleep, check the daily schedule. Do not trust the printed paper. It's often outdated. Check the app. You need to verify 2 things. What time is arrival in port tomorrow? And is there a time change? You don't want to set your alarm for 9 a.m. only to realize the ship switched time zones, docked at 7 a.m., and you missed your excursion. Number 25. Don't hang towels on the balcony. You might be tempted to dry your swimsuit on the balcony chairs. Don't. At night, the humidity at sea is very high, so nothing dries. It just gets damp and salty. More importantly, it gets incredibly windy at night. Your expensive swimsuit will blow into the ocean. Use the retractable clothesline inside your shower. That's what it's there for. Number 26. Do order room service breakfast if free. Most lines, like Carnival, Princess, and Holland America, still offer free continental breakfast room service. Coffee, juice, pastries, fruit, etc. There's nothing better than coffee and a croissant on your balcony on your first morning at sea. Some ships still use the classic paper card you hang on your door, while others have switched to calling or using the app. Either way, place your order before you go to bed so it's delivered when you want it. And remember to tip the delivery person $1 or $2 in cash. Related to that, number 27. Don't leave food on the balcony. If you snack on the balcony, bring the tray inside. If you leave food out, you will wake up to seagulls, or worse, insects, pests. Plus, the wind can blow plates off the table and onto the people below you. Keep the balcony clean. Number 28. Do buy your drink package now. If you didn't buy a drink package beforehand, calculate your day 1 spending. If you've already bought 5 or 6 drinks, look into upgrading. You can usually still buy the package on day 1. However, be warned, the price is often higher on the ship, or they stop selling it completely by day 2 or 3. But do the math. If you aren't a big drinker, pay per drink. Don't let FOMO make you spend $600 you don't need to. Decide tonight. Number 29. Do check ship time versus phone time. Cruise ship time zones are confusing. Your phone might update to a local tower's time zone, but the ship might stay on home port time. Before you sleep, check the app or the TV for the official ship time. Do not trust your iPhone. It often updates automatically to the local cell tower, which might be an hour ahead or behind the ship. Always trust the captain's time, or wearing a cheap Casio watch is a great way to never miss the boat. And finally, number 30. Do go to bed decently early. The fresh sea air, the big meal, the travel stress, it hits you hard around 10 p.m. Don't force yourself to stay up partying until 2 a.m. on night 1. Tomorrow is your first full day of vacation. You want to wake up fresh, grab that coffee, and watch the sunrise. Recharge tonight so you can dominate the rest of the week. Now, I want to hear from you. What is the one thing you always do the second you get on board? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And don't stop planning now. I invite you to keep watching the video on your screen right now for more essential cruise tips.